Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here. Today I'm creating a layout for the Rachel Jefferies and Lynn Grieveson Hear My Voice collection for November. It is called Balancing. And so the prompt, of course, all about balance in our lives. And the layout design that I've created is also an exercise in balance. And I'll share more about that as we go through. For now, you can see the background pattern paper along with mixed media items that I've printed out. And then some of the elements from the collection. I really love this deeper but warm, soft red and coral pop of color that's in this collection. It just spoke to me, so I've chosen a few careful choices of red elements for this layout. And so, as I mentioned, the layout for me, the layout design is an exercise in balance. And so I brought in two of the pattern papers. One half of the layout is one pattern paper. The other half of the layout is the other pattern paper. And then everything feeds off of that center line. And so there are two photos of the two little girls or elements from the collection. Both of the little girls look like they're walking along the sidewalk or walking on the balance beam or something where they have their arms outstretched and they're moving forward, and the goal is to remain upright, right? And when I think about balancing, that made me stop and really pause for this prompt and think about the only goal is remaining upright. So maybe that helps you today. But then everything that I did on one side, I did on the other. And the two girls are framed by a larger frame and a smaller frame. And that to me sort of represents the part of the whole. Who you are at one age is part of the whole of you, along with who you are now, who you were at different times of your life. And you're still carrying that person with you and those emotions and those ways of being. They're still inside of you. And that's sort of what that felt like to me. I also loved how the little girl's legs are outside of the frame. And that signals forward motion to me. I'm still moving forward. All of the pieces that are me, all of the ages that I am are still a part of me. And so notice how I did a little tag cluster on the right hand side with the little red bow, and that is balanced by the red leaves on the left hand side. And then the little tab at the top with the heart inside it. I have to tell you that this made me feel a little uncomfortable in terms of design, because normally we put our tabs and our little, little clusters at the top of the page. We put it either to one side or the other. I'm not much on, to be honest, I'm not much on putting things exactly in the center, but I did that here. And the challenge in that, the challenge for you is to think about, when does balancing make you feel uncomfortable and push you out of your comfort zone? But the reason I think this works, one is because it's a cluster. It's not the whole, it's not just one piece there. It's also going to be offset at the bottom with my journaling that will go all the way to the bottom. But then look at what I did with the little alphabet stamp. I used some of the little tape strips in the collection, added some stitching to that before printing, and then stamped the word balancing. And the alphabet stamps I was using, they're older ones from Ellie's Studio. I think they're called Stanley. I've had them forever, but they're a little bit bigger than perhaps they should have been. And notice how instead of, ripping the whole thing up or starting over again, I went ahead and placed the ing off-centered and off of that tape strip. And what that says is I'm not quite comfortable here in this place. Things aren't quite perfect here, but I'm still upright. I'm still making the word balancing. I'm still balancing my life. I'm still balancing this layout. And overall, it works. I think this works as a great example of balance that I found in my life and balance in art journal or scrapbook layout. And I hope that all makes sense and that you've enjoyed watching this process video. Yes, I also stamped the wrong date. I stamped 2025 instead of 2024. But on that note, thank you so much for watching today. I will have links to the balancing collection down below. And as always, I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.